Hey, what's up guys? So, this is my very first tutorial now. So the yo-yo that I have with me is a Magic Yo-Yo K3 lighting. So I'll be showing you a couple of basic rules which I've learned so far. So let's start with the basic throw. So when you have the yo-yo strung up, you need to keep it on the palm of your hands like this. Now you need to lift your hand up, curve your hands back in, and the general action is this. I'll show you how it does. Now the yo-yo would be perfect. The rope would be right in between the yo-yo, because if it is on either side, the yo-yo is going to slap on either side and just die on the spin. So now the thing that I just done is a basic bind. If throwing a yo-yo, you would have noticed when I pull on the yo-yo, it really does not come up back into my hands. Why is that? This type of yo-yo is called an unresponsive yo-yo, and it requires a certain type of a bind to come back up. So the bind looks like this. You need to get the yo-yo on top of the rope, keep your hand like this, and release your hand like that. Alright, I'll show you one more time. Now those who are not familiar with this kind of a bind, what you can do is, you can keep your hand like this, pinch it on the yo-yo, take your other hand inside, bring it on bottom of the yo-yo, put it on side, and lift it up. Alright, that being said, bind is the basic thing that you need to know for an unresponsive yo-yo. Because if you can't perform a bind, you really can't do any of the roles that are meant for the unresponsive yo-yos like this. So, once you're done, I'll show you some of the basic tricks. Now the tricks I'm about to show you, they are part of the responsive yo-yo, but I'm doing it on the unresponsive one, just so that you guys know. The first one is called the pendulum, and it's something like this. Now on the responsive yo-yos, I would have done that, but as soon as I released it, the yo-yo would have come straight back up. But since it's an unresponsive yo-yo, it's not catching up on the string and it's not coming back up. So I need to perform a basic bind to get it back into my hands. Now, I'll show you one other trick that I've learned with the unresponsive yo-yos. It's the front mount. You throw in the yo-yo, you need to keep your hands like this and let the yo-yo bounce into that. Now that's your front mount. You can do a couple of tricks like this. So that, that can be modified into a certain amount of tricks. So I'll show it to you again. This is your front mount. See? Now you can push your finger, rotate it, but make sure that the yo-yo is in line with your side, because if it is either ways, it's gonna die on the spin. Now you've come on your basic under mount, take your yo-yo, and that performs a slap, and it's easier to bind. See? Now this is one other trick. You might have noticed that my hands easily slides away. Alright, I'll show it to you on the side mount. See, now when I'm pulling the finger, the yo-yo would come right off. Now you get into the basic front mount, pull the yo from the top, and perform a bind. Now, the next thing that I'm talking about here is the boeingy. It took me a hell lot of time, trust me, guys. And this trick is, once you've learned it, it's an amazing one to perform. You can just do it whenever and wherever you go. So I'll just start off with this. So it starts off with the basic throw. Now you're gonna perform your 1.5 mount. So it goes like this. You keep your finger. Now you need to keep your other finger and let it roll over you. Now you need to keep it like this, so the yo-yo is right in center. Now see, the tilt has died on me. I'll tell you the reason why. When you don't keep the yo-yo in the center of the string, the string should be right at the center of the yo-yo. If it tilts either ways to the side, it's gonna kill the spin, and the yo-yo is going to tilt until what happens is the yo-yo actually curls round and round and loses all the motion. So we need to avoid that. And to do that, I'll show you how it's done. I'll need to do it quicker. If I do it slower, then the spin's gonna die on me. So I'll just do it once again. You need to keep your finger like this. Take this. See? That's what happens. I just do it one more time. Since I'm learning all these tricks right now. So the basic thing to do for performing this trick, there's a big knot right in front of my yo-yo, and see, that's causing the spin to die. If you can give me a moment, I'll just quickly clear the knot. So this is exactly what happens when there's a lot of tension on the yo-yo string. So what happened is, I did not take the cables off my finger and give it a twist back so that the tension dies on the yo-yo. It just kept on building, and on one fine throw, the yo-yo just gave way, and the rope went into a twist of bundles. So I just sorted it out. I'll just show you guys one more time. You guys. You need to move your fingers front and back so the yo-yo bounces between the two ropes. See, I'll show you. See, now the yo-yo is between the two ropes. Now when you talk about this finger, you need to move it up and down. That causes the yo-yo to bounce between the two ropes, but make sure, like you might have seen,